A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Donald Trump has made a bold vow during his campaign. If he regains the White House, he will impose taxes on all imported goods into the United States. As the dust settles from his recent victory, businesses and economists worldwide are left scrambling to assess the seriousness of his intentions. Trump believes that tariffs are a key strategy for bolstering the U.S. economy, safeguarding jobs, and increasing tax revenues. Historically, he has targeted specific countries, like China, or industries, such as steel, but his new pledge to impose a blanket tax of 10% to 20% on all foreign goods could have far-reaching effects on prices globally. Recently, he has sharpened his focus on Europe, claiming, "The European Union sounds so nice, so lovely, right? All the nice European little countries that get together. They don't take our cars. They don't take our farm products. They sell millions and millions of cars in the United States. No, no, no. They're going to have to pay a big price." This rhetoric has already impacted the market, with shares of BMW, Mercedes, and Volkswagen dropping between 5% and 7% following Trump's electoral confirmation. The U.S. is a crucial export market for German car manufacturers, and this potential tariff threat has sparked concern across the Atlantic. During his campaign, Trump touted tariffs as a solution to various issues, including curbing China's influence and tackling illegal immigration, famously stating, "Tariff is the most beautiful word in the dictionary." His intention to wield tariffs as a weapon is clear, and while much of the focus has been on China, European nations are already preparing their responses. The EU, having underestimated Trump's earlier threats, is now drafting lists of retaliatory measures. G7 finance ministers expressed their desire to remind a Trump-led America of the importance of maintaining allies in the global economy, emphasizing that the idea is not to launch a trade war. However, they warned that if the U.S. employs a very strong broad power, Europe would quickly consider its counteractions. Historically, the EU has retaliated against U.S. tariffs by imposing duties on iconic American products such as Harley-Davidson motorcycles, bourbon whiskey, and Levi's jeans. The potential fallout from a trade war is significant. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, recently warned that a major trade conflict could shrink the global economy by 7%, equivalent to the size of both the French and German economies combined. The situation raises pressing questions for the UK government, particularly regarding its position in a potential transatlantic trade war post-Brexit. Until now, the UK has been moving closer to the EU on various standards, which complicates the prospect of a favorable trade deal with the US. The Biden administration has shown little interest in pursuing such a deal, and Trump's top trade negotiator, Bob Lighthizer, indicated that the UK's close ties with the EU were a barrier to negotiations. "They are a much bigger trade partner to you than we are," he remarked in a recent interview. The UK could attempt to maintain neutrality, but avoiding the crossfire, especially in sectors like pharmaceuticals and automobiles, may prove challenging. The UK government has hinted at a desire to act as a peacemaker in global trade disputes, but the effectiveness of such an approach remains uncertain. There is also the possibility that the UK could seek exemption from broader Trump tariffs, a move that would require careful diplomatic maneuvering. Alternatively, the UK could align with the EU to counteract the imposition of tariffs. The implications of Trump's protectionist stance extend beyond the US and Europe. If the world's largest economy resorts to widespread protectionism, it will be increasingly difficult to persuade smaller economies to refrain from similar measures. The global trade landscape is precarious, and Trump's warnings should be taken seriously. While the future remains uncertain, the potential for a significant trade conflict looms large. As the world watches, the ramifications of Trump's presidency will undoubtedly be felt far beyond American shores, influencing trade relationships and economic policies worldwide. In conclusion, Trump's return to the White House presents a complex set of challenges for international trade. The potential for a trade war, particularly with Europe, raises questions about economic stability and the interconnectedness of global markets. As nations prepare for the possibility of tariffs and retaliatory measures, the need for strategic diplomacy and collaboration has never been more critical. The coming months will reveal how the international community responds to Trump's aggressive trade agenda and whether a path to cooperation can be forged amidst rising tensions. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.